Mute it. Hi. I will send the link to you, Terry. It'll be on Zoom, though. That's where we shall be. But I will start the Zoom session, and then I'll send it to you. And I'll send everybody one link, save it for the whole time to use it to get back and forth into the class. So how's the picture? Now I got 2 bars again. I'm not going through this again. Just never mind. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. Hi, Kelly. I can't. So I have some questions here, but if y'all have any, just put them in the chat. We'll see what we can do. That's bothering me. That is bothering me. Okay. For the announcements, tarot class is this Friday at 2 Pacific, 3 Mountain, 4 Central, 5 Eastern p.m. And I sent everyone the information who inquired about it before. So you have until then to pay for it. I will send you some tarot notes and a Zoom link once we get there. I shall send it tomorrow, since tomorrow is Thursday. And then little instructions and all that type of stuff. They will be recorded. Oh, good Lord. To go work for Trump, he doomed himself, didn't he? Well, you just go right ahead. If we're going to do stupid things, do really stupid things, I guess. Let's see. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay. The RNC is not paying his bills anymore. What happened there? They had a falling out, did they? Good God. Oh, wait a minute. That's me. Oh, for the raid. Oh, the Mar-a-Lago investigation bill. Oh, so he has to pay for his own lawyers in the raid dealing. He has 3 now, I think. Well, let's start there, because I have 2 questions about that too. Let's start there. Trump's legal bills not being covered by the RNC. When it comes to the raid. Is he going to go nuts? What? Why did they stop paying the bills? And how is he going to react? Or how did he react, I should say. Well, 9 of Swords, as one would think, chained to the wall, too. Chained to the wall in his little dungeon. Oh, how fitting. I think we can just end it right there, can't we? The 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, worried about money, because this is going to be very expensive. Mind you, he's supposed to be a billionaire, right? But the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. Very worried about the expenses. The Stars. 10 of Cups. The Lovers. King of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Ace of Wands. Knight of Wands. They are supporting him when it comes to him in the election fraud and that type of thing. This is something outside of that. Because you're the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups and the Page of Cups, whatever they're emotionally invested in, which would be the election, that they're going to support him on. The Seven of Pentacles, all of the hiding of resources, that he's not. They're not supporting that part. The Ace of Wands, there's a new action coming about moving something. So I don't know if they're going to find other places he may have stashed something or what, but this has something to do with moving things. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands. So this is going to compound, and they paying for that. They'll pay for the lie, just not the crime. Speaking of lie, though, Christina Bobb, that's the lady's name, who is his attorney, one of them, and she signed off on everything the DOJ requested from Donald Trump. She has signed off that this is it. So I just want to know what's coming up for her, since we did his new lawyer yesterday. Let's do her today. What's coming up for her? She signed off everything the DOJ requested. They got. She hasn't been charged with anything. But let's see what's coming up for you. Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. There is giving something there. There's giving information specifically with the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands, and the Three of Swords. There's something missing, though. Whether they did it on purpose or not, there's something missing. And the Six of Wands and King of Wands, there's a man behind this too, possibly two. One being Donald Trump specifically, as in directly involved. And then there's another man here. I know his other lawyer is a man. I got him on the list too. But there's two people here involved in something coming up for her in a partnership that she's trying to protect, and another one that she has betrayed. So this could be the Justice Department too. But there's a company or something, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Swords, that she betrayed to secure another one with the Three of Pentacles. And then the Four of Pentacles, they got something else. Something's being withheld. Four of Pentacles. Something is being withheld. Okay. Let's allegedly. Is she ethical? Is she an ethical person? I'll ask it that way. Be vague on purpose. Is she operating on Trump's behalf with the highest ethics? Oh, she worked for OAN. Okay, question answered then. But let's see. Is she operating for Trump with the highest of ethics? Or is she unethical? Has she compromised? I won't say compromise her ethics because those are personal. She may not have any, but let's see. Is she an ethical person? Temperance and Six of Pentacles. That's a good start, though, right? Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, the Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. The Six of Cups, the Death, the Seven of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. No, she does things for status. Even if they look nice or charitable, because these would be nice things. Temperance is good. Six of Pentacles is good. This is charity. This is moderation, and put them together. That can be your Mother Teresa right there. But then you have the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, so there is bad luck all around her all the time, but through her own actions, because the Wheel of Fortune, sum total of life. The Tower is a tower of your own making. The Death card, there's always changes with her. Things don't go in a full placid stream. Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, or King of Pentacles, she does things for status. That's it. So whatever it is that she has to do, she will do for status. She wants to be known, she wants to be popular or rich or something of that nature. Evan Corcoran, what's coming up for you? I guess is how you say his last name. Corcoran. And so what's coming up for you? He's the other Trump attorney that the RNC ain't paying for. What's coming up for you? Thank you, Terry, for posting the questions. The Seven of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Again, that's Six of Pentacles for you guys. This is that sharing time, money, or information. Something. Now, he was supposed to be the one that drafted the thing that the girl signed, that Christina signed. But there's some sort of confusion around giving something out here. The Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Five of Cups, and the Two of Wands. The Magician, Knight of Swords, Two of Swords, Ace of Swords. So he is going to have some sort of regret on, but this is coming up, something that he is going to maybe be a bit impulsive on, make some sort of rash decision. All in all, though, believe it or not, he is where he wants to be. It's not a good place. The Magician is in the word of warning. This means some tricks are coming. But he's where he wants to be. He likes it in Trump land. Okay. I mean, go ahead. Eat of your fill. Well, this is where he wants to be, but they've withheld some evidence somewhere. They withheld some evidence somewhere. Two of Swords. There's something that they did not share. The Ace of Swords here again. Something that they did not share. We'll see. Okay, so Fox News hosts were deposed in the Dominion lawsuit. Did they make things worse for Fox News, or did they help the case? they help or did they hurt? The Four of Wands and the Tower. No, they did not help at all. They did not help at all. Let's see. The Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. I wonder, is there an older female judge? Does anybody know? There's an older woman here. I don't know who she is exactly, but she has some impact on this case. The Three of Wands and the Nine of Swords, yeah, they're very worried about what's coming next. Very worried about what's coming next. Three of Wands is your anticipation. Your anticipation, your expansion, you're waiting on something to complete. Nine of Swords, back in the little dungeon again. And when you have these, you know you didn't effed up. Because there's disaster and then you're worried about it. Because you know it didn't land very well and you watched it happen. Eight of Swords and the Word of Warning. So there's some binding here. Some powerless, some limitless or limited. Yeah. I think they see the way that this is going to go. And it was partly and because of what they said or didn't say. Or didn't say the right things. Ace of Wands, a new action being taken. The Ace of Swords, some information. And the Six of Cups. No, they didn't fulfill quite their promise. They were sort of stuck in innocent mode. Maybe a little CYA was going on. But no, they did not help at all. I mean, how can you? So, Five of Wands on the bottom. Ain't that special? Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Amanda Timpson, Timpson. Amanda Timpson sues Fannie Willis and the district attorney's office, saying that she was fired for uncovering corruption. So like a retaliation. She uncovered wasteful spending and things of that nature and said she was fired. She worked there for 2 years under Fannie Wilson or Willis. Now she worked there beforehand. Let's see. Go back. She worked there beforehand under the previous administration. Now, this administration under Fannie Willis, they said this employee was a holdover from the previous administration. Management attempted to find her a role that she could fill, but was unsuccessful after transferring her within the office 3 times. All of her supervisors found her performance to be inadequate. Her failure to meet the standards of the new administration led to her termination. We have not been served with the lawsuit and will not comment any further except for in court. So, according to them, she just wasn't good enough. So she got fired. She says, no, I was a whistleblower and they fired me. So which is true? Which is true? And 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. The High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. There is secrets there that came out in time. Well, let's see what else we got. The Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords. Someone's emotionally lying, too. So an emotional response to a lie. The 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, the Moon, the 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords, King of Cups. King of Cups could be the person she worked under before Fannie Willis. So here's the firing with the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. But there's some sort of secret around it. The Page of Cups could be the whistleblower, for that is the surprise too. And the Page of Swords with the spy card. Then there's the Moon, so something is hidden in here too. The 2 of Swords, there's some blockage. So she did do a whistleblower thing. But is that why you got fired? I think both can be true. Because mind you, let's say for instance, in retail, what happens is a person who doesn't fulfill their duties or who is not a very good worker or whatever the case may be, the first step is to reduce the hours and force you to quit. The other is take you off the schedule altogether and force you to quit. Or you get fired or transferred. And they transferred her 3 times. And so it could be that she's a troublemaker, therefore not a team player, and therefore your performance gets scrutinized a little more so than anybody else's would. And so, therefore, goodbye. Because you didn't fit the current administration. She worked there for 2 years, and they did try to move her around and around and around, but I think she was more of a troublemaker than they wanted to deal with. Because I do get whistleblowing in here. So she told something on someone somewhere. But at the same time, where's the other one? They got the Hangman and whatever the other ones were. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles and the Hangman. So there was something within your job that they needed a change from you on. They needed some sort of sacrifice, and it wasn't something you could do or something you didn't want to do. So I think both can be true, but she is suing, so good luck. Because I don't think it was completely because they just didn't like your work. Speaking of suing, Alec Baldwin and Jenna McCullum, I think is how you say this Jira name. Jiennah. I guess that's Jenna or Jiennah McCullum, McCollum. So Jenna McCullum is the wife of, I think his name is Rance or Ross or something. It was an odd R name. I forget what it is, but he was a soldier over in Afghanistan that was killed outside the embassy. And Alec Baldwin seen the story, and this lady had I think she had a GoFundMe or something to where Alec Baldwin donated $5,000 to her in honor of her husband and so forth. And time went on. And then this lady posted pictures of herself outside the January 6th cookout with all the tourists. And then Alec Baldwin says, "Are you the same woman I sent money to for your sister's husband who was killed during the Afghanistan exit?" Royce is the last name. "I was never detained, arrested, charged, or convicted with any crime associated with," this is what her lawyers were saying, "was never detained, arrested, charged, or convicted of any crime associated with her attendance at the January 6, 2021 event," is what they called it, "in Washington, D.C. So she responded to Baldwin saying, protesting is perfectly legal in the country. And I've already had my sit down with the FBI. Thanks. Have a nice day." Because she was interviewed by the FBI because she posted pictures. Now, she says she was there. She did not agree nor take part in the protest. Which, okay. I have a friend who went to a Trump rally. Now, he's full-blood Democrat, pro everything, right? Because he went to see the madness, to see the show, they watch Fox News from time to time to see how other people think and talk. And they're one of those people, I want to see what the other side is doing. And so I get where you can go to things and not agree or go to this is different. This was not a protest. This was a riot. If they were protesting, they would have stayed their ugly behind outside and held up their signs and shouted like protesters do. A lot of these people are being charged with unlawful entry, trespassing, which means you ain't had no business in here, which means this is no longer a protest. Now it's a crime. So she said that she was at her sit down with the FBI, blah, blah. Okay, so he says, "I don't think so. Your activities resulted in the unlawful destruction of government property, the death of law enforcement officers, an assault on the certification of the the presidential election. I reposted your photo, so good luck." And then approximately 20 minutes later, after he posted that photo, she got all kinds of hate on Instagram, and now she's suing him. Now, mind you, she sued him already in Wyoming or something like that, wherever she lives, but they have no jurisdiction over Baldwin because he lives in New York. So she's filed a separate suit for New York. So what's going to happen there? This child and sent you money, and you went down to your little cookout with the rest of your haters and killed people, mind you. This wasn't just y'all. It's a different thing if y'all just went there and tore up the Capitol building. That's bad enough. Why go there? This is not a protest. What's going to happen there? Because she's saying emotional distress. So intentional infliction of emotional distress. She wants $25 million. Give you 25 cents so you can call somebody to find your mind. That's what we're going to do. They still got pay phones. I don't know if they 25 cents. Oh, why is this in reverse? Eight of Wands. In reverse, but Eight of Wands. Communications, the Five of Cups. No, lady, no. Five of Cups, there's some sadness, regret, and some loss. The Six of Wands, the Sun, the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Tower, and the Two of Cups. There's going to be a conversation that's had. And at the most, what he might do is donate something under your husband's name again. That's what he might do. But as far as you getting $25 million from Alec Baldwin, no, ma'am. No. No, ma'am. All right. Speaking of money, Srivan, I think is how you say his name, Srivan, Srivan Krishna, has joined Chaz Stevens. Remember, we read on Chaz Stevens yesterday. He's the one who wanted the signs printed in God We Trust printed in Arabic for the Texas school district. He has raised $42,000, this Chaz Stevens has, to get these signs. Because mind you, one of the caveats to the sign is the school cannot pay for them. So it cannot be sanctioned, I guess, by the state to bring in your religious paraphernalia. But, so what has happened is Srivan and Chaz have, I guess, commissioned people to make signs. And so they had one with the rainbow flag, In God We Trust. They had one with the American flag, In God We Trust. They had one with written in Arabic, In God We Trust, and so forth and so forth. So this is not over. Now, they have been rejected, mind you, because they went to the board, to the school board. Srivan did. And if you can't tell by his name, he is not white. And so he went to the school board. And within a minute of him speaking, they tried to call for the next speaker. He had 3 minutes to stand there and plead his case. And they tried to get him away. And he stood his ground because he's due his time. He's a taxpayer. And so he gave his argument. And of course, they denied. But this is not over. So what is going to happen with this bill eventually? Is it going to go, whatever, SB 997 or something like that? Is it going to go away eventually? Or is Texas going to stick to their guns on this one? There's the world. Oh, more is going to get involved. More are going to get involved here. Let's see. The Two of Pentacles, the Moon, the Ten of Swords, the Judgment, Four Swords. They ain't leaving us alone, buddy. Now, mind you, I still don't see it being successful for getting the signs put in, but this is more along the lines of make it make sense type thing. So if it doesn't make sense, take it out. Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups, they're going to keep going forward with this. And they're going to get more people involved with the World card here too. So there's still no successful push for this happening because his argument was, yes, you have a sign right now saying, In God We Trust. because that's the American motto. It has really nothing to do with religion. That's the motto of the country. In God we trust. It's on the money and all that. But what their argument is, Chaz Stevens and Mr. Krishna, is why have one sign? There is no law saying you can only have one sign, because there's no law saying you have to have that one, mind you. So put up a bunch of them. What if I don't, particularly want to see that in English? Can I have it in this and that and this and that? So it's one of them things. They're gonna keep going with that. All right, Lindsey Graham. That's it. Is he trying to incite violence? Yes or no? What fell out? The Fool and the Eight of Cups. I can't. The Eight of Wands and the Nine of Cups. He's getting orders from Donald Trump. They want to anticipate this type of thing. They want their I don't get it. I don't get it at all. What is the point? This is why you don't need to go looking for the devil. I said it's in every person, and so is God, so is the devil. The devil is you, the God is you. You make a conscious decision each and every day to do the worst thing or the best thing or nothing at all. Remain neutral. But what is the point? Of being gross? You're not. Donald Trump's not going to be president. Okay? He's not. We're done with that part, sir. We've moved on. All you're going to do is get somebody hurt. That's it. Because you're like the terrorist leader, sending the suicide bomber out, telling them do it for the glory of the cause. Meanwhile, you're fine and they're not. Meanwhile, you're fine and they're not, and the other stupid people watching him didn't catch on. Like, oh, he's not all right. Let me do it too. Jesus, Christian. I'm tired of people sometimes, I swear. Pause for the cause. Okay. Now, Linda, on these daily lives, if you want to put a question in the chat, you can. Hi, Jen. I can't. I really can't. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh, Lord. Sarah Palin, what is next for you? Let's see. I'm going to do 9 cards here. So the 7 of Pentacles here in the center. So just as 8 of Cups magician, she's trying to pull off some sort of almost a retaliation. So I don't know if she's going to try to sue something, someone, or something. I mean, it's all for show, but there it is. The Page of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords. There is some sort of message about losing an investment. So I don't know if she's going to have some sort of buyer's remorse for campaign donations or something like that. But there's something here about losing a lot of investment. The Lovers, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. There is a man she is trying to collaborate with here. There's a man in jail, too, she talks to. That she gives money to, too. Like on the books type of thing. I don't know. She got like a pen pal or something. There's a man she gives money to in jail. The Lovers, Magician, 7 of Pentacles, Justice, Emperor, 7 of Pentacles. There's a man she gives money to. There's also some sort of speaking engagement she has been cut off from. So this is appearing on TV. So I don't know if she's been canceled for TV appearances or a public speaking appearance or something like that. There is also information she has upon, or I don't know if her parents are still alive. There's an older man here who's not in the greatest of health. Maybe that's the one she's still. But there's a man who's not either in the greatest of health or the greatest of conditions. With the 10 of Swords, she's trying to manipulate something for him, so it could be some kind of health care or doctor visits or something like that. The 8 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, walking away from a partnership that was supposed to be set in stone. So I don't know if she had a contract to talk. So like a Fox News or OAN or whatever. Fixed noise. I have to stop calling them Fox News. It's not news. And then Justice Page of Wands and Lovers. She is talking to somebody. It's reiterated 3 times. She's talking to somebody in jail, some man. There we go. So I'll ask the question. Here's my thing, though. So I'll try to be neutral. Because I've never believed in Donald Trump and blackmail. Because what is it that we don't know? Just by you being close to him, we found out so much of your business. Because remember, he did drain the swamp. He just didn't take the creatures out. But now we see them. But let's see, will it be revealed that 45 blackmailed the GOP into protecting and covering for him? Will it be revealed? Because, I mean, you would think somebody, though. I don't know. Because, I don't know. He's just not worth it. So something has to be wrong. So, let's see. Will it be revealed? There is the 8 of Pentacles and the Tower. It would have to be ripped apart type of thing here with the Tower is exposure, but it's forced exposure. Like the sun is exposure, the star is exposure. But this star is nothing to hide, so therefore there's really no need to expose. It's already exposed. It's like, here, I'm giving it to you. The sun shines light. So this is something you cannot hide from. This is something you were hiding, and then it came out. As in, what's done in the dark comes to the light type of thing. So this was being proactively hidden, and then it came out. So you got your 8 of Pentacles in your Tower. So something within the work, something within the job. So will it be revealed? There you go. The Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So there's some conversations, and the Queen of Wands, some conversations about moving or relocations. Not necessarily like just the documents and things like that, but it's just moving things around or going back and forth within the administration. The 9 of Wands, yes, there is your shielding right there with the 9 of Wands, protection and covering. The Queen of Swords, like, don't look for this to be like a big giant legal case, but I believe so. In time, it ends in the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of eventualities, so something will eventually happen because time moves in that direction to where everything eventually happens. And so, yes, to answer your question. Did the DOJ in NY, did the DOJ tell Bragg in NY to hold off on Trump? Let's see. Let's see. Did the DOJ tell Bragg in NY to hold off on Trump? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no? There's the Sun and the Strength. The 10 of Wands. Thank you, Regina. 6 of Wands. Ace of Swords. And the Emperor. This came from a man, but I don't think it's Merrick Garland type man. Let's see. Because I get the Sun and the Ace of Swords. So there's like your go ahead, do this type of thing. So that would be like your yes, but it's not Merrick Garland. It's some other man. Like a leader of something. Now that would be, Merrick Garland could be the leader of something, but this is a betrayal too. A betrayal and a force. 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords. So like something that's kind of underhanded. What you would call it. What's the word? Give it back to me. Something dishonorable. And the 3 of Swords. So there's that. What, Julie? We all start. We all start somewhere. Just keep doing it. But it came from a man. Melania going to leave Trump? You know, I seen in whatever spread it was some reconciliation. I did a tableau on them not too long ago. Let's see. Will she leave Donald Trump? Or is this a death do us part or Trump do us part type of thing? Will she leave him? Will Melania leave Trump? Let's see. Right. Knight of Cups. There's the charm and the wit and the romance. Okay. The 9 of Pentacles. That's where her security is. King of Pentacles and the Stars. Now here's the thing too. The Moon and the word of warning, and the Devil is how it ends. No. Here's the thing. It's one of those relationships where, because how like, okay, both of them are horrible people, so they deserve each other. But at the same time, how much time do you think they spend in the same room, in the same bed, in the same kitchen, at the same dinner table? Like family time. Like he's going back and forth, eating paper, committing crimes, and she's off somewhere spending money. So but then again, that's what they both signed up for. She wanted a rich man, he wanted the arm candy, and so wish fulfilled. So there's no real reason to leave him, because it's not like he beats her up every day or what, because you can say he cheats, so does she. And who, I mean, that's her security. First 2 cards, 9 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. There's your written romance, but here's your money. Not just money, but lavish lifestyle too. So why? Leave him for what? For what? For what? Yeah. And she ain't scared of him. I mean, we've seen this many a time. So he ain't the boss. He blows his top now and then or whatever, but she ain't scared of him. Any woman that'll slap your hand in public is not scared of you. Now, he ain't, now mind you, he's not the nicest husband either. So, because you've seen he like ate her soul at the inauguration when he looked over there and then she went with the sad feed the children face. So they deserve each other. I don't care, do you? Remember that? So whatever. But that's her security. So she ain't going nowhere. She got a kid to take care of. He's got, you know, he busy trying to find Harriet Tubman to see if he can escape the law. So he should have put on a $20 bill when you had the chance, sucker. That's what you should have done. But you and that weasel Mnuchin. They deserve each other. I wonder if that's horrible. Well, she's younger than him, so maybe not. Maybe she won't be on the second hole of the golf course. How bizarre is that? Yeah, she got her parents in the country. She got a kid by a millionaire. He's not a billionaire. And, well, what else you want? I mean, that's what gold diggers want. She don't ever have to indulge his presence if she don't really want to, because what is he going to do? Divorce you? So, yeah. Now, who said Wendy Williams stole $100,000? Oh, good Lord. Is she falling off that bad? She does look bad, though. I mean, but mind you, when do you see her look nice? When she's on TV with her award-winning makeup artist and hairstylist. So she herself is not the best at makeup and hair. She just thinks, bright purple lipstick and a weird wig makes me look nice. Anyway. Okay. Oh, announcements before we go. I'll do one more. We'll do a good news read. Give us some good news. The class is this Friday, September the 2nd. And she looks 8. September the 2nd at 5, 4, 3, and 2. 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central, 3 Mountain, 2 Pacific. And the class is for 6 weeks. And I sent the information out. You have until then to pay for it, up until the very day, 4:30 that day. I do recommend, thank you, lucky girl. I do recommend actually, I'm going to get them this time instead of just tell you about it. There's 2 decks I recommend. Now, you get whatever deck you want because if it's based off the Rider-Waite, the meaning is the same. But the reason I recommend the Radiant Rider-Waite is because the name is at the top and the bottom of all of the cards, and so you don't have to guess. And let's see. Because in the regular Rider-Waite, it's just the Roman numeral, and sometimes it's like, what card is this? So the Radiant has the name at the top and the bottom, and this one is called the Lustrous Tarot, and I like it because the colors in the images make the card easier to see. So those are the two that I recommend, but again, you do not have to have the Rider-Waite at all. It's just the one I'll be teaching from, but the meanings of the cards are still the same. So you'll still be fine. I have 250 decks, so it's you don't need the Rider-Waite to do the class. Just take your notes and apply it to the deck you're using. So let's see. Good news for us. Good news. We'll end on some good news. All right, let's see. The World, the Sun, the Five of Swords, the Fool, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. There is going to be some victory for the world here. We do need to take the medicine, though. The Four of Cups can be your medicine. This is the card that there's something being given to you that you don't really want to take, but you need to. The Five of Swords, it feels like it's being forced, and some of us don't tell me what to do mentality. Have to take this. This is a good thing. This is good for you. It will create a victory. The Fool is the beginning journey. The Knight of Pentacles is the method and the reliability. So it's something that is going to be really good over time. You just have to take the short-term punch. So the World and the Sun, but it is a very, very, very positive thing if you see the bigger picture. So don't look at the short term, look at the long term. But some good news is coming. This is just generic for whoever could use it. You never know. We'll see. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. An hour goes by very fast, doesn't it? Hopefully the picture was fine. This about the Wi-Fi. I ain't gonna talk about it no more. So I do these Monday through Thursday. So tomorrow will be the last one until next Monday, and I will see y'all tomorrow.